Apologies in advance, everybody. I'm Tony.
And I'm tired.
And we'll let it speak for itself for a moment here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to probably the first game we have been preparing for the channel yet. Welcome to Yakuza 0. Now, if that cutscene didn't get you hyped, you have my permission to step away from the video. But if that was the coolest thing you think you've ever seen in your entire fucking life, like I did the very first time I played this, stick around and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
We've been excited for this for a while, to say the least.
Yes. We've even had the thumbnail done for this for quite some time.
And it's a special one that we've been saving for this series. I'm just watching that entire cutscene just got me more and more excited to play this for the channel already.
Got me moist.
And got him ready. Just tosses him like a limp rag doll. Man, that tie is ruined.
That Ty's having a bad day.
And Kitty will never learn how to properly button a suit shirt.
He really won't.
Well, no one taught him.
No one thought him. He never had any family. A wad.
He's carrying a wad around. You gotta stop carrying a wad around, man. And can I just say, I'm glad they brought back the English voice actor for the first Yakuza to voice him in Like a Dragon. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are unaware, and also apparently that's my catchphrase today,
Yeah.
this is probably the series that we are, like, almost planning to build the channel around, essentially.
Yeah. This is going to be one long series.
Oh, yeah.
Not because this game by itself will be long. It will. Don't worry. But no, we're going to do all of them.
Every single one. Not the portable ones, maybe. The portable ones, I will even say maybe, too. Hell, I might find us a copy of Dead Souls.
Oh, God.
But Ryuji has an arm cannon.
It's true. It's true.
Why are there two blonde characters in games named Ryuji?
I don't know.
Like, is that a coinky dink? Is it the same Ryuji?
The
Are these the
same
same
Ryuji.
universe?
Yes.
Damn, it's Sojiro. If only it was Dojo. Oh, you want me to plow you? You want to run that one by me again?
No, no, not this guy. What?
Yeah. Back when he was just angry, Kitty.
Yeah.
Because later on, he goes from angry to daddy. And I'm not even kidding. Like, that's pretty much his central plot is...
It's just dad.
It's just a dad.
It's just a dad, man.
Hell, the foundations are laid in the very next game, but...
Yeah. And the very next day, he waddles away, waddle, waddle. This will be my first time playing through these games myself.
He's played Like a Dragon, though.
I'm currently still playing Like a Dragon. I haven't finished it yet. I'm like one chapter away from beating it, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, how'd it go, huh? They quit doing these cutscenes entirely.
Yeah.
In fact, they don't do it a whole lot in this one, actually, either.
No, I was just thinking, it's like, this is like one of 2 times, I think, where they do this kind of...
They probably added it in to add context to this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why is there a sepia filter over it?
I think it's just supposed to be a memory.
Yeah. You see, in the other games, the flashbacks are 12 to 18-minute cutscenes.
Yeah, like a lot of this game is just going to be cutscenes,
and it's going to be an interesting experience for us because it's going to be reacting to the cutscenes, of course, but it's going to be just a different series for us. We don't really have another game on the channel right now that operates like this. I mean, we just started Mafia, but me and Alex are playing that game far differently than we will be experiencing Yakuza. We're here to have you experience this game with us. Me and Alex just use the game as a backdrop to have another podcast.
Sitting there talking about politics and...
While I'm racing. Oh, buddy, you don't know the half of it.
And old world dirty slang.
It was majestic. I mean, I think Kitty would be better off if he would have just went to college.
just maybe. Not gonna say nothing yet, but yeah, just maybe. Oh, every night an orgy.
Oof, he's really selling it. And that's just the beginning. Oh, buddy, we know the king kind of businessman in town, and you are you don't hold a candle to that legend.
It's kind of funny. You never even hear of this guy afterwards.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
We kind of know, bud.
Oh.
I wonder how I'm speaking without opening my mouth. Oh, we're speaking telepathically. It's terrifying.
Kiryu never remembers people's mouths moving. He only thinks. He's never actually spoken a word in his life.
He's a mute.
He just thinks hard at people.
Oh.
Game done. Oh, never mind. There's boobs in the way.
We gotta keep playing now.
I can't see the end of credits. Too many boobs.
And funnily enough, they have a different intro song for this than this guitar lick right here. In the Japanese version, it's I think it's called like "Receive You" or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that this song right here, it only plays during the credits in the Japanese version.
Huh. Weird.
Which was really annoying when I was trying to figure out what song it was to get it as a ringtone for a good long while. And my alarm. And pretty much everything. When I first played this game, I became obsessed, and it has not waned in the slightest yet. This is quite literally my all-time favorite game. And I don't see anything changing that. Because we've been playing Bayonetta 3, and it has had a kaiju fight and didn't knock this off its pedestal.
So I'm still curious to see how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Sorry, everybody, we ain't playing that one on the channel, at least not yet.
Nope.
Because that's one we're happy to we'll play for ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap. That kaiju fight is like, not gonna spoil nothing, but it's way too early on.
Yeah, I saved after that and have been terrified to put the game back in because I feel like it's only downhill from here. Chapter 1, Bound by Oath. And, you know, I think that it's going to be a different playthrough because it's going to be one where we're already very familiar with the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be less us riffing and more just us appreciating the shit out of the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comedy in this already, so it'll just be kind of us enjoying Yakuza 0.
Yeah. We're also not going to be doing 100% of this game.
No.
Not going to be completionists.
No. I'm not learning Mahjong. We're not doing Shoji. You bet your ass we're doing Pocket Circuit Racer.
I was going to say, the only one I really care about doing is the Pocket Circuit.
Oh, we're doing Mesu King.
Oh, yeah, Mesu King.
Mesu King. We're doing, we should definitely do, most of the sub-stories and all that. It's just, the ones that require us to learn an entirely new game, maybe not. I probably aren't going to master the casino.
Yeah.
Definitely going to do a lot with the underground casino. Or underground Coliseum.
Yeah. Oh, well, definitely.
Oh yeah, and heads up, just so you remember, we can only save at phone booths in this one.
Mm-hmm. Should I save now?
I mean, if you
save
how
now.
confident do you feel?
Save now.
And this game series pretty much gave me one of my all-time favorite characters in any media ever. Which is the character I'll be playing as here.
Holy Lord, do you save enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you gotta check your pager. We just press
How do
start. Then just go down to pager.
So what I was already doing.
I didn't know what 724106 means. I'm sorry, I didn't have a
It's
pager.
their what's going on page.
What's up?
What's up, my homie
Hey,
Stuart?
what's up?
But you won't. Please leave me alone.
Oh no, they're beating up nerds. It really is the 80s.
Somebody help me.
Uh-oh, not on our turf.
Shake down on this turf. I'm
Time
gonna
to
get
kick
you.
your ass.
Here comes Kiryu. Oh.
I mean, I'm wearing the pin, so, you know.
You're gonna get your ass beat.
So weird that he's technically, I think 20 in this.
Yeah.
He's so young. And good old, the legend himself, the Mad Dog, is older than Kiryu, but still 26, 25.
Yeah.
Which is just weird.
He's not much older, but he is. He's what, 5'10"?
I think around there.
Street.
And let me tell you, when I got to this fight and experienced the combat, oh man.
Bing.
It's so good.
Bing, bing.
It really sucks, though, because if you start with Yakuza 0, you unfortunately learn, as the series goes on, you accidentally played probably the best one first.
Yeah.
Kiwami 2 comes close for me, I'd say damn near, I like it just about as much, if not as much, depending on the day. But, when you get to 3, you'll realize that something did change as the series went on. And Yakuza 0 was a love letter to the franchise.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to accept the fact that the other games are just going to be older. They aren't going to have everything that made this great.
Make it great again.
God, I love that move.
I do too.
Kid, you just got those pro wrestling moves right ready for you. Oh, Tyler found his favorite move. Oh, God, it's
Give
so
him so
brutal.
many rights, you'll think he was a treaty.
What?
Give him so many rights, he'll think he was a treaty. Not a tree, a treaty.
Oh, a treaty. Okay. I was sitting there wondering, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Come on. I hate you all. Just thought I'd let you know that.
There you go. Oh, it was just telling you that's an option. You just got to beat him up now.
Okay.
It's just that's just how strong he is, people. He just lets people just wail on him.
I'm so big and tough and big.
I mean, he's Kitty. He's the king. Man, I want that guy's leather jacket.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I don't like that he's wearing a beanie with it, though. Oh no, it's a
Not
backwards
a
cap.
beanie, it's a do-rag.
Okay, that's better. That's better. I hope he was the one who brought that motorcycle. Well, I mean, now he's gonna have to sell it for the medical bills because he has a concussion. He is heavily concussed.
His mother is the same mother as Chucky Fincher is gonna die.
It's kind of funny to me that they kind of used this right here to, like, pay homage to the first one. But when you play Kiwami right next, it's like a shot for shot, and it's like, this is a little weird.
Yeah.
You just did a bait and switch. I mean, why wouldn't he? Fighting is good for my health. It strengthens my fists.
Trish, from all the better to fist you with.
Well, we gotta go all night. It's no problem.
What?
We're professional criminals, but the game will kinda make it look like we're supposed to be heroes when in all reality... I mean, yeah, they're good people, but, you know, they've killed people.
Well, not really. They're not supposed to kill people.
I mean, they're not supposed to, but you see, here's the problem.
When you
They give you the
stab.
weapon, they give you a gun as a weapon. Some of those heat actions, look, Kiryu has a Batman sense of justice. As long as they're breathing when he leaves. If they die on the way to the hospital, that's because the nurse couldn't save them, not because he gave massive internal bleeding.
You ain't wrong, though.
Oh, Nishikiyama. He's a great friend to Kiryu. He's a great friend.
Good friend.
God, I'm sad. So depressed. Nothing happens, we swear.
He's a good man. He stays a good man.
Also, just so all of you know, just like Die Hard, this takes place around Christmas time. These are Christmas-themed games.
At least this one is.
I think like the first three are.
Actually, yeah. Well, the first two and this one. Oh, I need a better suit.
You gotta spice up those duds, man. It's like Saints Row 2. You can't be seen in those shit. You gotta look nice. You gotta look smooth. I love how he makes that kind of statement, and then in the next game, he's never seen outside of a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that in the next one you're almost either going to or leaving a funeral. So
Yeah, most of that game is just a funeral.
most of the first 3 games are funeral.
I no wonder why I like playing Like a Dragon more.
Man, I'm so excited all of you get to watch us play this game and enjoy the series with you, and get to know all these characters that you'll love to see across the next 7 games.
Every single one of these characters you will see again in the next games.
In the next game.
There's a plural on there somewhere.
For 2, maybe 1.
Yeah.
We won't tell you who to keep it interesting, but you won't see half this cast even in the next fucking game.
Shit.
And the next, probably like the rest of them would die within the first 10 minutes.
Seriously.
This is the Game of Thrones of video games, I swear to God. We don't love these games, we're just so depressed. It's Stockholm Syndrome. Mostly because the Maharaja isn't there in the other games. Damn it, I want a disco dance in 2010. Fuck you.
I mean, it's still there. It's just not gold anymore.
Yeah, now it's just a club. Oh, and of course we're doing the real estate game and the hostess clubs. Like, it wouldn't be a Yakuza playthrough if we skipped those.
Well, yeah.
We aren't going to 100% it, but I do say, I'd say like the minimum requirement to make sure we do at least a good amount of side content. At least get the ultimate move, like the ultimate skill set.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna like we already said, we're not gonna play like mahjong and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it.
I do want you to try Shoji just to see how bullshit it actually is.
Yeah.
Look, I guess apologies in advance is apt here because this is mostly just going to be me and him enjoying playing this game together, to be perfectly honest.
It's like one day he just popped this game in and, you know what, I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to play this for once. And then 3 months later, because this was during COVID when we were laid off, all we fucking did was, well, he would play this game for about 16 hours straight.
Well, he played Odyssey.
Yeah.
Just grinding at the missions. Doing nothing but auxiliaries. Because he was pretty much just watching me play Yakuza and Persona 5 Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it's funny, a little story behind that. Persona 5 Royal now has a weird little, connection to us not having a job. Because the first time I played Persona 5... we had just moved into the basement in Milwaukee, and because we weren't paying rent, and we both had a good almost grand between us saved up, we could just not get a job for 2 months there. So what we did is I played Persona 5, and Tyler listened to Warhammer lore non-stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help that we both were suffering from probably the worst depression eras of our lives. Me for just moving in with my best friend and my other best friend, and, all of a sudden disconnecting for a bit for no real reason.
Yeah. And for me, it's to be blunt and honest about it, right after my sister was killed. So,
You see, what we're doing here is we're getting you ready for the Yakuza because we're joking, we're laughing, we're also getting bone-crushingly honest and real. To juxtapose the fact that we're probably going to be playing a phone sex game here in about 15 minutes.
Which is integral to the story of the game. And I'm not even lying, it is.
Quite literally, most of our lives living in Milwaukee was us unemployed. Not for lack of trying, mind you. Not for lack of trying, in the slightest. But just, our friend in the military, Trev, was doing nothing but playing League of Legends. and then working as hard as he can to quit playing video games for like 2 weeks. It was an interesting time, and I played a fuck ton of Persona 5. And then, right when I was done playing Persona 5, oh, you gotta use heat actions now. Gotta lay the smackdown on him. And, you see, the worst part about moving on from this game is the absolute lack of, like, heat actions throughout most of the game, unfortunately. Or more so, the variety is so much less in the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
There are a million in this one. And, like, there are a few in Kiwami, don't get me wrong. But, like, quite literally, in Kiwami 2, all of them are, like, unlockable contextual ones.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they got rid of the, proper combos as, as like, or not combos, different fighting styles as a functionality of the game was baffling when they went to the Dragon Engine. Like, don't get me wrong, the combat of Yakuza Kiwami 2 is, in my opinion, the best combat in the series, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
But it does kind of suck not having multiple fighting styles. And then, ironically, when literally 2 games later, actually no, right after Kiwami 2, they made Like a Dragon, which went to turn-based, and then went to Judgment, and then added back in the multiple fighting styles. So it does... I get why people are mad about it. Anyways, back to our story. Persona 5. Welcome to Yakuza 0. This is going to be a fascinating playthrough already, I can tell. But yeah. It was Persona 5 were the big ones. Danganronpa. And then, right when I got done playing Persona 5, you guys decided to take on Halo in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is I picked that exact time to finally dig into BoJack Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
So, they were trying to play Halo, while I was just doing things that were impossible to ignore, pretty much. Oh shit, it's him! It's the legend! Bye! We are rather attached to Bacchus.
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 The aging foreigner.
I just beat the shit out of him.
Japanese mafia, huh?
Something like that. Yes. It's...
Real dynamite boy.
There's an old bat talking to me.
Why
Too
you
much booze is bad for you, Riptic. You know he's got a bad case of wet brain. He got it. He does have that vibe to him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh, give me money. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Give me money, give me money, give me money.
Literally, what's that even mean?
It means I'm wearing a goddamn tweed jacket.
Oh. Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
And to be perfectly honest, I think what gives this game the biggest edge over the rest of the entire franchise, I'd say other than like Kiwami 2, it has one of the most unique skill trees I've ever seen. Because the way you get stronger is by just throwing money at yourself.
Yeah.
And then Kiwami 2 has a cool system of literally, you just eat a lot.
Mm. You just eat all the food and then boom, you're tough, you're spelt, you're sexy.
Fucking ripped, you're jacked, you're swole, you're dummy thick like a goddamn dump truck.
Tony.
Yeah?
Shut up.
And for any of you wondering, I'm not actually the character I'll be playing as in the thumbnail, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. I'm playing. If we didn't already say, I'm playing Kiryu
Through the
and
entire
then
series.
Tony is going to be playing the other fella.
Yeah.
We'll get to him in a moment.
Because, like, legitimately, we'd like this to be in... Because I know for some people, they are a little overwhelmed by Yakuza, or they don't like the gameplay, so you can use this as a way to experience the story because, as Tyler said, he isn't sure if this game's going to be more fun to watch or to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because for him, it wasn't playing some fights that, I'll be honest, some of them are bullshit.
Yeah.
But to him, it was watching pretty much The Sopranos in 80s Japan.
Yeah. Oh,
So pretty much it's for you to just throw on in the background or just for you to watch. I know for some people, their favorite games are because they enjoy watching someone play it through and through. Like, for example, for me, believe it or not, I hold Life is Strange very close to my heart for a game experience I enjoyed quite a bit. I played it and put it down after 15 minutes because I was so infuriated with how slow-paced it is to actually play. But watching Jacksepticeye play that is one of my literally core memories. That is one of my inside-out specific memories. It's Green with an Irish accent talking about a game that I could never humanly play. And I adore The Wolf Among Us, and Life is Strange is just frickin' slog.
as Tony's over there slobbing on Septiboy's knob over there.
Look, I'm sorry, but that game's pace and actual fucking walking speed.
Oh, I know.
It's like a turtle on Ambien.
I saw you play it for a second, and I was like, oh boy, I'm done with this already.
And we literally experienced Firewatch together.
I can do walking sims, that's fine, but that
Life
game...
is Strange isn't a walking sim. It's just...
Life is Strange is just kind of a game. Cool story, great to watch. Just, nah. I ain't gonna play that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, being perfectly honest, D'Angelo, this is probably for you, honestly. Because you've been saying you want to get into the series, just don't want to play them. There you go.
I mean, unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with hearing us talk over everything, but yeah.
I know, our lovely voices are so pleasing to your comfortable eardrum.
As I sit here and clear my throat and cough like a goddamn old man.
You can't help he's an asthmatic, but god damn it, is it annoying.
There he goes calling me fat again.
Fuck you! Everybody treats me like a criminal. I gotta kill somebody!
Everybody treats me like a criminal.
And to put this into context too, for Yakuza and our association, because Judgment and the karaoke has a dear place in our hearts, because we were also extremely alcoholic during the shutdown as well.
Yeah.
I have 2 drinking glasses, one which is sadly cracked.
That's why I won't drink anymore. It's not because my liver function's going
Because
away.
we don't have the glasses
We don't have the glasses.
I bought a ice maker from Barnes & Noble to have spherical ice. We were so obsessed with this. I would buy Japanese whiskey specifically.
Oh, also because that Japanese whiskey's really fucking
dude,
good.
the Tottori, I will do anything to find it. It's some of the best fucking whiskey I've ever had. Like I shit you not, I've had $100 Hibiki. I've had Suntory. The Tottori, like the 12-year Yazumaki, didn't hold a candle to how good the Tottori was.
No.
It is the best whiskey I've ever had in my life, and I am heartbroken I don't have it anymore. Half the reason I don't mind not drinking anymore is, one, because, well, what got legalized in Minnesota, but 2, I can't get the Tottori anymore. It depresses me. But every time we would drink, the first thing we'd listen to is Baka Mitai. And then by the end of the night, I was sobbing watching The Greatest Showman or listening to Greta Van Fleet.
Uncontrollably.
Quite literally, actually, uncontrollably. Man, I was so fucking cringy. God, I was such a fucking loser.
Hey man, it was lockdown. Everybody sucked.
I mean, I processed, like, all the trauma in my life in the span of 3 months. Just happened to be at the expense of Tyler's free time. You know, we normally pride ourselves on paying attention to the game, and you'd think we would be with Yakuza. But no, let us tell you our life stories. Jesus, shut up, Tony.
Tony can't help it. He's been recording for nearly 12 hours at this point.
It's hard. It's really hard being high this long.
Oh, boy.
Oh, one moment, everybody. I'm gonna grab a drink.
I'd pause it, but there ain't no pausing. Oh, is there? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Back in a moment, everybody. Karaoke controls.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna learn the original influence for our thumbnail.
Oh. Judgment or Bakumatai?
We gotta show the thumbnail, man.
We do. We gotta show it.
Which he's known on Instagram. He's linked in all of our bios. He did such an amazing job. I don't know if you watch our episodes, but if you do, thank you so much. You literally I felt like a fucking kid again seeing that drawn out.
Yes. I used it. I've changed my background on my computer.
I don't blame you for changing it.
It was the background for my computer for a long time, and I'm thinking about switching it back. That's how much I like it. But right now I have John from Garfield and Seto Kaiba playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Against each other with a giant Garfield in the back smoking a pipe. I had to.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, to give you an insight into the future of the Metal Joystick, we will be doing covers, and you bet your ass we're covering Judgment, shot for shot.
And don't worry, we actually sing better than how we sing on the fucking...
I saw a video of this that cracked me up. You go from tossing a guy around to going to a bar with your buddy, and all of a sudden there's a green chicken, and everything is awesome, and then you're sad because everything's dead.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna be unbearable to this entire series, and I will never apologize. This is pure unbridled joy that is only found in childhood, and I will not apologize.
I was too immersed.
Tenderness.
God.
We got us as these guys in this scene. That shot right there. Judgment. Welcome to Yakuza 0, and pretty much what we intend for the Metal Joystick to be.
It was so good. I probably didn't do a great score. I didn't do a good score. 82. We're at 35 minutes.
Oh shit, we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
How long were we paused?
It was a couple minutes.
You did pretty good.
I got a lot of mistakes, but yeah, it's kind of hard to do that.
Entertain yourself 10 times. God, get a fucking life. Man, this is a cozy ass bar.
And you know, I was playing Like a Dragon not too long ago. And I've been playing Like a Dragon in English because I like Ichiban's English voice. That's about it. But I had to specifically switch it to Japanese when it came to karaoke because the English actors can't sing. And they can't even, like, make it sound fun when they're singing. It just kind of sounded like crap.
Just because someone can be a voice actor does not mean they can sing. Never associate the two. It's often coincidental, not causation.
I mean, they're also singing the Japanese songs in English. They're not metered out to be in English.
I think Jonathan Young is a prime example of how you do that exactly. You change the lyrics to flow better in English while
Yeah.
keeping the same feel or vibe. Direct translation hurts your music. We're looking at you, Nightwish. For the love of God, this was not written in English. This is Finnish because this is nowhere near well translated to the point where the lyrics flow properly. Human nature is agonizing. When we first heard that song, Music, we about had a stroke. Floor is one of the talents in the metal industry. Completely ass on this album because she has no room to breathe or belt.
No. Well, they had it in a very specific meter, I guess I want to say it like that. And it's just, it doesn't work in English, at least not with what they were doing, because it was a poetic thing that they were doing. It was like a fucking medieval song that they were trying to sing in English. It was just very rushed and, oh god.
They've done poetry and songs great. Like, one of the songs we bonded over as friends when we first met was Song of Myself off of Imaginarium. But beyond that, like, it's just the way they write their music now is just so goddamn bad.
I know. And now Marco's gone, so there's really no reason to listen to them anymore once they do make more music. Oh no.
Oh no, God.
And it begins.
Does he look familiar?
He just might, if you've been paying close attention.
Oh no.
Hey, bud. How bad you beat that guy up? It's hardly the first. Beat him up pretty bad, right? Oh, that iconic scowl. Damn near. I think Kiryu's giving himself a little too much good guy credit there. He beat the piss out of him. Didn't beat him up too bad. I only fractured his ribs, caved his skull in, and gave him severe kidney failure.
Broke
He
his
made it to the
legs, ate his
hospital.
children.
In one piece. It's him.
Knocked out a tooth.
I'm sorry, but if you've beat someone up to the point where you've knocked out teeth, that's more than just roughed him over. Yeah, you worked him over.
Well,
but no,
I mean, if they had bad teeth to begin with.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Kind of like, you know.
Someone rocked you in the chiclets, I think they'd come rattling out.
God, don't say that. Oh, God. I had you gave me the whole ass trauma of that happening in a dream. Oh, God. The only reason I know it is because I know you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you said it.
Yeah.
Hell, yours is a better chance than mine. Motherfucker go to Symphony X and jumping up and down. Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, that was a bad day.
I mean, it wasn't because we saw the Odyssey live, but
Yeah. I was in an extreme amount of pain.
it's an unfortunate month for you.
It really was. And it's not for, lack of dental hygiene. I have a lot of issues genetically. Let's just say that. I've got a lot of issues genetically.
I don't think we played a game where we've been able to sit back and just talk
Yeah.
in so long. We don't stay on topic unlike Alex. We just never have. We haven't played a game where we haven't been playing actively the entire time.
I mean, I think I've had a whole total of maybe 5 minutes in the last 45 that we've been recording. where I'm actually doing anything.
You were playing karaoke, bitch.
That took 1 minute 30 seconds at most.
We're breaking the law.
And those
breaking the rules.
Those fights weren't over a minute.
Koase. Papa tenderness. I love this game. Because I'm sure anyone watching now, like, this is going to be a series where we're getting real a lot. I've come to that realization, my friend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of very tender, open moments. It's going to be a matter. Look, people, it's kind of, okay. I now understand why Pro Jared didn't want to do a video on Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
It's weird confronting your favorite game publicly.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because, like, talk to me 3-4 years ago, I would have been the exact same way with Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
But now that this is, like, my all-time favorite game, or Persona 5 Royal, which will be the exact same way, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel the same way about Persona 5. It's just one of my favorite Persona games.
And we bonded over those when we first started talking, too. But, okay, let me finish what was I talking about. Shit.
You're talking about getting real.
Yeah. I've realized that because, like...
Find a payphone.
It's gonna be that's where I was talking about Pro Jared. And his video on Final Fantasy VI. On pretty much playing, like, one of your favorite games so publicly. It would have been Kingdom Hearts a while ago, but that changed. This is just associated with so many specific memories now. A very specific time in my life where I had a very different outlook, and the lockdown was hard, sure, but, like, playing this during the lockdown was kind of magical.
Oh, yeah.
Because we often played at shit-faced, too.
Yeah. I mean, that we actually were able to sit down and play the game the entire time without, having like a week in between touching it. Not like how we kind of play games now.
Yeah. But, like, even when I first played this game, it was one of those games where you don't get that feeling a whole lot as an adult. They did as a kid, where every new game was this huge, exciting adventure that, like, blew you away. When you're an adult, when you find a game that really connects with you, it's gonna make an impact on your entire life.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where we are with Yakuza 0. Like, the whole franchise is just really special. The Persona franchise is really fucking special to us. Hell, Persona 3 was right when we were first both getting jobs.
Yeah.
Which was a really big deal. I was working at Tires Plus, and he was working at Casey's. And fun fact, everybody, I was an asshole back then because I tried to end the friendship like 4 times. I don't know what was more depressing, the fact that I brought it up, but back then, whenever I mentioned it, you were kind of like, yeah, I get what you mean. I've been feeling it too. And it's like, looking back at that is baffling.
You will.
Like, the mere concept of us just not being friends is unthinkable to this day.
Hooligan.
Kick him on the dick.
Yeah.
Well, I think you got a special heat action near these poles.
My favorite.
Let me adjust your back. You were looking pretty tense there, buddy. Oh, Jesus. You too. Chiropractic. Free chiropractic adjustments for everybody.
Anybody else want to? Oh, you want to fuck around too?
Just beat the shit out. Oh my God. How was that more brutal? The others were just kind of like, oh, I felt my back, but you just beat me. As Ray Gillette once said, yeah, he's beating his ass.
He's beating his ass.
You once said I'd turn into him. Well, God damn it, you're right. You want to know how he always knew I was gay? Because he would always call me Wallace.
It was good times.
a movie we bonded over a lot when we were younger was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Like, I own a copy of that on Blu-ray today just for the sentimental
VHS.
impact.
I knew you were about to say VHS, bitch.
But it's not gonna say
You were
VHS.
just about to say VHS. I
It's
heard
gonna
the
say Betamax, goddammit. Real to
Laserdisc.
real.
That movie didn't even come out back in them days.
Didn't come out on the VHS days either.
I know, that's what I was saying.
That's where you're mocking me, aren't you?
Yes. Because you won't stop bullying me.
Oh. Jose! We like Jose.
He's a good fella.
He's not. At all.
He's a good
He's a
fella.
terrible person.
Oh, he's an awful human being.
But
He's just the best bad guy in this game.
I'd argue one of the best bad guys in the entire franchise.
Seriously.
And that's a franchise with the Mad Dog himself.
2 eyes in that franchise.
Well, no, he only had one. You'll find out soon. All of you who have played this game before are just screaming at us. Just say his fucking name! It's not that goddamn special!
It's not unusual.
It's... Oh! I fucking know, right? I haven't gone golfing in months. Everybody's golf is just sitting there gathering dust. I don't leave the house. What were you thinking?
He doesn't do physical activity.
I make barely $20 an hour. You think I'm going golfing? I can't afford that shit. I stretched a singular case of beer out over the course of a month. Do you think I can afford golf? I have temper issues. I'll break a club the first fucking day. Stop talking about golf now.
He'll break a damn club the first hole. And I can't golf. I know I've broken too many clubs. I've tried to golf. I had anger management problems, and my anger management guy told me never to play golf again.
Oh, Awano is still pretty great too. I like his character.
He's a big.
He really was kind of a precursor to Saejima.
He kind of was though.
And yes, we'll talk about every other character but the character that's in this game, like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Now we're just doing it to torment you.
No, this is just the reason for living. Pissing you all off. Not that any of you know who this person is, because if you're just watching our channel, I guarantee you'll never have heard of Yakuza before. If you have, it's probably from one of us.
Seriously.
Or if you are watching this and you know what Yakuza is, you found our video just by searching up Yakuza. Not because you're looking us up. I'm sorry. I love his purple suit. That's all I gotta say.
know. It's purple and it's got that floral, like, paisley pattern. It's gorgeous.
God, you're gay.
Fuck you! You're right, but...
I mean, it's better than this powder blue gray thing that he's got.
I
going
know.
on.
Kuze, you're a badass, but man, who carries the purse in this lieutenant's group?
And then there's just Shibasawa.
Basic bitch.
But he's got a mohawk.
Because his barber's an asshole.
True.
He used to have flowing glam rock hair, man. He's depressed.
Nah, he lost a bet against Kuse. He lost a bet against Dojima. So he had to, or else it was death.
You're getting a haircut, you bitch. You're making the right... Stupid dog, you're making me look bad.
Stupid Shibasawa, you're making me look bad. Not everyone can have a glamorous pompadour like those two.
No. Ah, I know. Fat Asian Elvis. Sorry, Elvis. Cause at the end there, I have a feeling he was having a hard time seeing.
Oh no, Tony, that's racism.
I am sincerely sorry. I just saw the end of the Elvis movie on TikTok recently, and let me just say, I'm sad they didn't end it to real life. Because, man, when you look into Elvis's death, that ends wildly. Does everyone know how Elvis died? On the toilet. And,
30-pound shit.
4 months old.
Not even joking. He had a problem with his colon. And yeah, that's why he died. In fact, a lot of people who end up having that same problem end up dying of heart attacks on the toilet.
You can't shit. Anyways, Yakuza 0.
Now, we talk about a lot of weird shit.
We do. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're terrible. It's weird seeing Kiryu so goddamn beta male right now.
He's a cock.
That fucking lot, man.
Pretty much.
Look,
Pretty much the main storyline, the crux of the storyline for the next, like, 4 games.
4? Isn't it prominent in Like a Dragon? I mean, we haven't played Judgment yet either, and you haven't played the final boss fight yet.
No.
I bet you I know where it is.
I'm sure I know.
I mean, we don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
the
is he-
vacant lot doesn't turn into like the centerpiece of all of Yakuza at all.
But also, most of Like a Dragon doesn't take place in the same city.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's on the run. He's on the lam.
You could call them a band on the run.
He's a man on a gun.
Well, your problem is yeah, somebody's got to take the fall. Man, this is a whole fucking lot of scheming. Like, this plot is absolutely fucking bonkers. And here's the thing. It's probably the only one that's semi-realistic.
Yeah, until the end.
The end does go a little over the top, but nothing like...
The storyline is definitely more realistic, but
Yeah.
the ending does get a little... Ooh, soap opera.
Yeah.
Like, high-budget soap opera.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait till we get to that part. Oh, God.
What part? That part or the castle bit? Oh.
Yeah, that part.
Uh-huh. That's not for a while now, but Tyler's excited because he had a conniption when I got to that fight.
Yeah,
That's not even this series yet, people. You buckle up. We're laying crumbs. We got some Oda level world building we're setting up here for you.
These games are amazing.
I want a game about Kuze. You don't get it now, but you will in time.
By the end of this game, you will also want a game about Kusei. Now that we've at least said something about it. Or maybe we're just weird. Who knows?
We're not being subtle, and we can't. We're not pulling the wool over anyone's eyes here, man.
I'm just saying maybe we're the only ones who want it. Maybe everybody wants a Shibusawa game.
You know what? You might got a point.
お前は死んでる。何?
Oh, it's gonna be a trip. Man, look at that fat TV. That was an expensive TV for the time.
That was actually this is the 70s.
It's 88.
Oh, 88. Not
Still.
even then. Yeah, actually, that's still that's extremely high tech for 88.
That's a nice TV. Look, Super Mario is gonna look like shit because you can actually see the pixel. The CR filter ain't even there no more. It's the first plasma TV ever right there. First one ever.
Okay.
I want no wood.
Yeah, he would.
And this
Or
is just going to
Baldy
be an entire
McBaldhead.
fucking series of in-jokes. You see, the thing is, it's going to have to be... You won't appreciate this probably in the first watch.
Why?
So, when you rewatch it to figure out what the fuck just happened for like the last, I don't know, year
Hour.
of your life worth of videos,
Yeah.
you realize, oh, hey, that's kind of funny. Why am I watching this again? And then you laugh because we made all the references, because that's pretty much all this game is.
Yeah.
As you play through the games again, you're like, hey, 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 hey.
I don't think you ever actually said anything about this. Is not the first game in the series.
No, this
This
is
is-
technically the 6th game in the
Yeah.
series. But it is a prequel to the series. And the thing is, after they made this one, they remade the first two in the new engines to spice them up and make them more, to actually fix the canon, fix the story and writing. And the fact that they were PS2 games that just needed an update. Because Yakuza was having a trouble getting off the shelves in the West. Now, no fucking problem. It's kind of awesome. Sega is having kind of another renaissance right now. Like, this and Persona and, like, Total War Warhammer 3, these are games that are blowing up the industry in ways that Sega hasn't in decades. Sonic Frontiers is the first positively reviewed Sonic game since generations.
Yeah.
And Tyler is over there sitting being sad about Shenmue 3.
Yeah. Oh, these games are a lot better than Shenmue anyway. I mean, I was a Shenmue fanboy for a while until I watched Tony play these games, and it's like, oh man, Shenmue kind of sucks. in
Because if you
comparison.
didn't know, the first two games were made by the guy who made Shenmue.
Yeah.
The series was supposed to end at 2. That's why 3 is such a weird project, and 4 is just getting back to the quality of writing of the first 2. Because they were done by new directors. The series has been overseen by one guy for the whole thing, but he has not been the main writer for a while.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he didn't even work on Like a Dragon much. He was working on Judgment and Lost Judgment, and then he left the company. I'm honestly a little nervous about these new games, just to see how it goes moving forward.
Yeah.
With the fact that these are all new games, 3 new games, pretty much. Without the guy who has helped work on the series the entire time.
Well, I mean, with how Like a Dragon was.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not something to be worried about. It's just going to be interesting to see if things will change, if the vibe is the same.
Like a Dragon's storyline and like the vibe of it is very much like Yakuza 0. It's very good.
I mean, a lot of people say it is the best game in the series aside from 0, and people will sometimes throw Kiwami 2 in. Some people really hate that one.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then the other one that comes close to, like, the top tier is 5, but usually people say 0 or, Like a Dragon. Which is just kind of ironic.
It's also funny because the fighting styles, or just combat in general, is very different because Like a Dragon's a turn-based strategy game. Or not strategy, but just it's a turn-based
Turn-based
game.
RPG.
And
That's rare!
yeah, it's really good. It's one of them weird ones where you can move around still a little bit, but you know.
Like Dragon Quest attempt at that combat style, but good.
Yeah, it actually works.
If you play Dragon Quest 11 in the free camera mode, I assume you're a psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
You're playing
honestly,
Dragon Quest. Why the fuck aren't you playing it in turn-based mode if you can?
Yeah. I also think that that's kind of cheating in that game because you can just straight up
Yeah.
make them miss their moves 100% of the time, unless it's like a archer or something like that. You know, a long distance move.
You know who does it the best? Trails of Cold Steel.
It's been a while.
I mean, I did beat the first one and then never play the second one yet. My favorite mode is Kiryu.
Wee. Would it help if I actually hit him?
Yeah, it helps if, you know, your fists are near them in order to punch. It's kind of a requirement for punching.
Ow. Get stunned.
Man, the combat is really kind of ass for the next 4 games.
Yeah.
Kiwami 1, it's okay. There are some bosses that are agonizingly difficult. But Kiwami 2, phenomenal. 3 and 4, I'll be honest. By the end of 3, I had gotten used to it, and the story held it up great. By the end of 4, I was kind of done with just everything.
Yeah.
The story
to
was
do my
great,
move.
but like they didn't master the skipping between multiple protagonists thing yet.
No.
And
then
the
that becomes a big point of the rest of the games.
but then like with the combat, it's fine. It's just there's some combat styles that took a long time to get good. That it was just more obtuse than it was entertaining.
Yeah. It just gets a little boring after a while.
I know that's a kind of unpopular opinion that 4 is the weakest of them all, but... And that's not even saying 4 is, like, a bad game in the slightest. For, like, as games go, it's one of the best ones out there. It's just this entire series is so goddamn good.
Yeah. I mean, I still think 3's a pretty damn low point, but...
Yeah. But the story is so damn good, it's almost worth it. Like, the story of 3 is, like, the more and more it sits, the better and better it gets in my head.
Yeah,
Like,
the story of 3 is actually really good, but just slogging through the gameplay is kind of...
and it has, by far, the slowest start to the series.
Oh, absolutely. You think this is nothing but cutscenes.
That's nothing but cutscenes in a different city with rougher graphics, and half of the missions are literally just you going and doing fetch quests for items that are not marked on the map. You just have to walk until you see press X here. It is a PS3 game, but obviously developed at the start as a PlayStation 2 one.
It's pretty bad. And then you get old men walking around who, if they were to stand up, would be like 15 feet tall. Because they have them haunched over.
Are you talking about the head of the fucking family and...
No, I'm talking about all of the old characters in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Just the random old people walking around. They all, like, if they stood up, they'd be like 8 feet tall. Because we actually sat there and looked at them when he first started playing, because their feet, their legs are pretty short, but they're like humped over and then like slouched down.
They are all torso.
And it's like 6 foot of torso if they were to actually stand up straight. It's like, God damn, these lizard people, these snake people.
The graphics are 3. And don't get me wrong, because the first city takes place in Okinawa versus Kamurocho. Or a city on Okinawa. Sorry, my bad. But yeah. They refer to the location as Okinawa. Moving on. It's very relaxing and calming, and it's a different vibe because, like, for once, it's not starting off with some serious conflict. It takes a while to build to the reason that you actually need to go back and do stuff.
And unfortunately, ladies and gents, It is that time.
It's the end of the episode.
Will.
Oh, no.
One more fight before we go. These delinquents are gonna get it. Yeah, yeah. Ow.
Giving you the old workaround. The only thing that sucks about rush mode is it's harder to get heat actions off.
Speaking of which. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see, that's the kind of shitty part about the sequels is they kind of get rid of that specific, you're just standing so you can use a heat action. You kind of need to be near a wall or something or have them be downed. You teleported to his ass.
I did. I really did. And it's good to do that stuff because it gives you more monies. And boy, do you need more money.
Especially if you accidentally run into Mr. Shakedown. You ready for that?
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 1. Hey!
This is actually a pretty,
And this is an important place in a lot of the games.
even in Like a Dragon.
Oh yeah, this is a very, very important part of Like a Dragon.
Yeah, this is like a pivotal point in the first chapter. This is fun.
You used to grab quarters right from those vending machines.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so excited to have finally started this.
me too. Me too. It's a good time for all. It's a good time.
Thank you for everybody for watching. Follow our other socials, of course, Metal Joystick and all of them. Go follow the artist who made this glorious thumbnail. Like and hit that bell if you enjoyed this. There will be plenty more of this. You cannot worry about that at all. Do not worry. And as usual, keep it metal and have a sexy day.
And don't forget.
Dame, dame.
2, 1. Oh. Okay. You're ruining the outro, kid. You.
God damn it. I can't hold this dramatic